What's up? I'm Ashley, and I'm pretty sure we all want to know, where is the motel? I've been watching this show since the beginning, and it never even crossed my mind. In this video, I'm going to be giving you my theory on where I think it is, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you're subscribed. And with that being said, let's get into it. Many people think there was a flood in the town many years ago, and I'm one of those people. I think the show started off with a clue in season 1, episode 1, because it rained on the first night that Matthews and Jade arrived. I think that's something setting us up for the future and something that happens in the past. It's no coincidence that Jade and the Matthews arrived on the same day. Sarah said in season 1, voices in her head told her 2 cars were coming and that everyone died because of the people in the cars. Is history repeating itself? And could it be the Matthews family and Jade's fault that all of those people are dying in Fromville? And if so, how? If you have any theories, let me know. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I really do think history is repeating itself. Victor even said he hasn't seen 2 cars come at the same time in a long time. He told Ethan the first time he ever saw the boy in white was right before the 2 cars came. And he wasn't too much older than Ethan at the time. And Ethan is like 9 years old. And this picture could be what Victor is talking about. This could be the first 2 cars coming. Victor has been there for so long that he knew something was up and something was about to happen, and he saw the same cycle repeating. So he got a head start and started digging graves. And this all circles back to Sarah saying that the voices in her head told her it's the people in the 2 cars' fault that the people in the town died. Meaning it's the people in the first 2 cars' fault that the people in that town during that time period died. I don't know if y'all forgot like I did, but there was an ambulance in season 1. That ambulance was called Troy. We don't know how that ambulance got there, but they did take out all of the medical supplies that they needed. Before Jade and the Matthews family arrived, there was 96 days without incident. The number 96 is often associated with the completion of certain phases in life. This could signify you are nearing the end of a significant cycle. And that just simply means that Jade and the Matthews family are going to make all hell break loose from here on out, because on day 97, they came into town. And yeah, Megan and Lauren died on night 96 because Frank got too drunk. But at that point, the town already knew what they had planned for the Matthews family and Jade. The town knew they were on their way. And could have Ethan's dream been a clue? When they got into that car accident and Ethan got that table leg stuck in his leg, when he woke up, he said he had a dream that there were drawings on the wall, just like the ones he used to draw with crayons and would put on the refrigerator. He said the whole family were in the drawings: him, Julie, Jim, and Tabitha. But then someone screamed because a spider came down from the ceiling. Ethan also said he saw The Lake of Tears, which is a book in the Datora Quest series about 3 heroes on a quest to find 7 missing gems from the magic belt of Datora, which means that the heroes must restore the gems to find the belt to free their land from the Shadow Lord's dark power. The 3 heroes in Fromville could be Jade, Tabitha, and Victor. It's possible the 7 gems are these bald-headed kids. There's 7 of these kids that Jade saw in the cave. So maybe the Lake of Tears is a clue that there are people in town that needs to be saved by the 3 in order for everyone to go home. I think it's Tabitha and Jade because they came into town at the same time and starting back up this repeated cycle. And they're the ones trying to figure out everything, and they are the chosen ones. The town is talking to them in a very specific way. And it's Victor because Victor's been there the longest and he knows a lot of things. Now, getting back into some clues to where the hotel could be. A lot of things in town are rusty. You could say it's because things have aged there, but we all know water makes things rusty. These bald-head Ankui kids look like they could have drowned. Their clothes look like it could have mold on them, and they're standing in front of something that's rusty. Maybe an old car, even the box was rusty, and even this trash can is rusty, and a few cars around town are rusty. And when the town was flooded, those bald-headed kids drowned. Also, the walls in the church looks like there could be mold on it. Maybe the church was also underwater if the whole town was flooded. And there's proof there was a flood because of these drawings. And Victor did say he drew things that he remembered. Even this snow globe could be a clue, and nothing could be more obvious than this. There's obviously people drowning. And this is most likely the spider Ethan was talking about in his dream, and the same one that was with Boyd and Sarah in the woods when they got out the tent. It was surrounded by spiderwebs. Victor said his mom used to sing to him, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And I'm wondering, did she also sing to him, Itsy Bitsy Spider? Because we know it went up the water spout, down came the rain, and washed the spider out. Maybe it got wiped away during the storm and hasn't been seen, only heard with the knocking and all that since recent days. And that could be why there's a lighthouse. That's the highest point to safety from the flood, which could also be a way for them to escape, like Tabitha. Lighthouses are used to guide ships to safety and warn them about dangerous areas. The lighthouse could be a safe place for the residents. And didn't Victor say his mom was going to the lighthouse or was trying to get to the lighthouse? I can't remember. Help me out in the comments. I think this blanket has some significance because it looks like there's water on it, and that looks like it could be Fatima and Ellis in the middle since this blanket was in their room. And we all know Fatima is connected in all this. And speaking of lighthouse, Boyd has always wanted a boat. And the song If I Had a Boat plays a few times during the show. The day Boyd and his family get stuck is the day his wife Abby surprises him and told him that she bought him a boat. I think these water-related things play a significant part in the series. But it also looks like there could have been a fire as well. From the opening credits, it looks like the skeleton is on fire. And also from this drawing right here. I can't tell what's on fire, but it looks like a fire, which means that these bald-headed kids could be covered in soot. They could have been involved in a fire, if not a flood. So either or maybe even both. In season 3, episode 5, Lady Cop Acosta walks inside the office with Boyd and tells him about a big storm that happened last year that flooded half of the town in Camden, Maine, and how it knocked out all of the power. I think this conversation is significant and could be foreshadowing something that's going to happen in Fromville sometime soon, and also something that's already happened there. They didn't just have her go in there and get yelled at for nothing. I mentioned things being rusty in the town, which brings me back to Tabitha. We know Tabitha has been eating rotten food. I know rusty isn't rotten, but it's close enough. And the crops spoiled because of the weather. The same crops Tabitha is eating. You're probably like, that don't even make no sense. But Fatima is rusty and crusty. From the inside out, she's turning into a monster, and apparently monsters eat rotten food. Or at least that's how it starts off. And the rotten food is happening all because of the weather. The weather, the flooding, the rain, the cold, the snow, it's all connected. Things are changing. Victor said it himself. Things are changing. The trees are moving. Fatima is rusty. Ever since Fatima had that breakdown at the post office, things have been going downhill for her since, and she hasn't been the same. Then she turned around and got pregnant when she shouldn't even be pregnant. But then again, when you think about it, Fatima has nothing but bad luck. Remember when she said on her birthday, 2 men came inside of her house, drug her father out, and then killed him outside? And then there was the Colony House massacre on her 1-year anniversary being in the town. She can't celebrate nothing. And now she about to turn into a monster and have a demon baby, if there even is a baby inside of her. Elgin arrives on Grand Rapids Runner, listening to a song called A Hard Rain's A Gonna Fall. Not a coincidence. Randall was also on that bus, and we all know what's happening to him. Even Tilly, but that's a whole different video. When Elgin wakes up, he's in a panic because he had a dream, probably similar to the one Ethan had. But in this dream, we do know he saw this town. And that's why he wanted Bacta to turn the bus around. He told everyone on the bus something bad is going to happen. But of course, they didn't listen, and the effects on the town made Elgin have a seizure. It also made Ethan have a seizure after his dream, and when the town started talking to Sarah, she even had a seizure. Grand Rapids is a Michigan city on the Grand River east of Lake Michigan. Maybe they came from Michigan, but again, Another water reference. Elgin asked Fatima if there was any water around, and that's when she takes him to the Brundles. He tells her he saw this place in his dream. What was his dream about that had him so scared? Why was he so afraid of the Brundles? And what else was in his dream? Maybe he was drowning, and that's how it connects to Fatima being the lady in the kimono. And it was actually Fatima drowning him in the tub. So, where is the motel? The only time a motel was ever mentioned, besides Henry mentioning it, was when Donna said her and her sister took a hunting trip and she wanted to stop at a motel a few miles back, but her sister didn't want to stop. Other than that, that's it. But I have noticed that things in that town are rusty. There's been storms and what seems to be random rain the day the Matthews family and Jade came into the town. When Tabitha dug that huge hole in the house looking for where the electricity comes from, that probably was destroyed by the rain and all that water from the flood, it caused for the house to collapse. Similar to a sinkhole. Y'all are gonna hate this, but I think the motel went down in the ground from a sinkhole due to the flood that the town once had. And depending on how long ago that happened, the people in the town could have recovered the hole by now. It's either that or it's Colony House. Ellis did say they had a third floor, but Colony House to me, if anything, would seem more like a bed and breakfast than a motel. And why would the pool be so far away from Colony House? And this whole water theme could be the reason why Dale ended up in the pool. Side note, where is the missing sign that used to say Star Magic? Where'd it go? Before I go, I have a theory that the water in the town from the flood was infected by bacteria, and that's how the people in the town turned into monsters. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But if I don't know anything else, I know I'm sticking with this water theory for sure. But y'all let me know what y'all think. And where do you think the motel is? Let me know down in the comments so we can talk about it. And if you haven't already and want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.